At Bedford Hospital, we've had the master vendor contract for 10 years now, which in its own right is a success. It's very rare you have managed services master vendor contracts that long from a medical perspective. Bedford's been a great relationship from day one. They've always accepted us as one of their own, so we're an extension of their team rather than just an agency. And that's really allowed us to progress the contract moving forward.
We started having the conversations within the organisation around a master vendor, what that would look like and whether or not that would be any benefit to us. We felt it potentially would, because it would take some of the workload away from the team on a day-to-day basis. We went out to tender. Holt was one of the companies that came in, and we decided to go along with Holt just to help support the medical workforce team on a day-to-day basis with the locum bookings. Initially, it was just the locum side of bookings. We then went direct engagement with them, and then also there was the bank element, and that's had a massive impact.
During the 10 years at Bedford, we've seen a lot of key achievements. Initially, the main thing was to try and increase their fill and help with the compliance, because they were having to do that manually. We hit fill rates of 97% consistently now. We brought on AHPs. Again, we see fill rates of over 95%. The direct engagement model works for both the doctors and AHPs, and we see over £1 million savings across both those. And I suppose initially the key thing was the agency spend, and within the first year of the contract we managed to reduce the agency spend by £260,000.
I would say the best thing is just how reliable Holt is in finding us locums. We know that if we can put a job out that day or for like that week, you will find somebody that is compliant. The doctors that are sent over to us from Holt, they're good caliber doctors, basically, so that we can send across the department, and we know there's going to be no issues. And if there are, it's just easy to contact Matt, who is a client manager / therapist, I think, to us here at the Bedford team, and he will be able to kind of get that rectified and sorted.
The workload on medical staffing is huge, and we're able to take away a lot of that burden. We're able to offer them assurances, but not only that, it's the quality that we deliver. We know full well they get the best service that we can possibly give them. Vice versa, they also work closely with us, that we're able to deliver that day in, day out.
The whole ethos at Holt Doctors is all about honesty, integrity, and actually working together with the trust. Most of our client team have actually worked within the NHS at some stage, and that just helps us understand how the NHS works, and it allows us to be an extension of their team, and that is one of the main reasons that sets us apart from the other providers.